From what I saw yesterday and maybe my experience, I want to highlight a few points that I find to be interesting. One thing is that if you look at the European startup ecosystem, one thing is pretty clear. We didn't have a military that financed something for 30 years to have a buzzing ecosystem that does produce a lot of successes in a lot of big companies yet. So it's pretty obvious in Europe we're lacking a little bit behind. We're not at the stage yet that we have significant large tech companies that could recontribute to the ecosystem. So with the Startup Europe Partnership Initiative, it's really important that we bring corporates, so those that have the means to finance the startup ecosystem, not only for their own profit, but also for their means of innovation, and bring those together with startups from Europe that they might not have been exposed to if it wouldn't be for the platform. And one of the things that I think clearly realized also in the panel discussion with the corporates yesterday at the forum was that the culture of acquisition, not necessarily for proximity to their business, but also for acquiring talent and acquiring sort of the potential for innovation to work inside their startup, is something that is very less on the agenda of corporate companies, and I think that's clearly something we could work on. And in addition to that, I think if you look at the vast amount and the variety of initiatives run by corporates, you realize that there is a lot of activity, but much of that is not that well known within the startup community. So I think what I take from this as well is that there's a chance to combine all these efforts and maybe even provide feedback from the startup community to better the services that corporates are offering beyond what they are already doing, to maybe even find one place where all these things are listed and accessible to startups, and that is of course to be the Startup Europe Partnership website in the future.